Good morning. I'm Shanti Prabha, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science. Today's the topic is the big data. So now we are seeing about the what is big data. So the big data is characterized by large volumes of data types of data. Example: social, web, transactions, etc. It exceeds the reach of commonly used hardware environments and software tools to capture, manage, and process in a timely manner for its users. Big data facts: how big data is big data. So, the today's big data is a tomorrow's normal data. The Facebook, Twitter, and all the databases should be dependent on the big data. So that's why the big data is a really big data. So this is the big data's concepts. So tweets, 50 million tweets per day. Total minutes spent on Facebook each month 700 billion, and data sent and received by the mobile internet users are using 1.3 exabytes, and 72.9 items products are ordered to the Amazon per second, and 2.9 million number of emails sent every second. 375 megabytes data consumed by the household each day. 20 houses 20 hours video uploaded to YouTube every minute. 24 petabytes data per day processed by the Google. So these datas are stored in the place is called the big data. So that's why the normal data is called a big data. And big data market forecast. So this is the images is like a market forecast. And sources of big data is images and medias, database, locations, emails, clickstream, social network, and HTML sensor. So this is the sources of big data. So these from these sources, the data to be stored in the database is called the big data. So the big data is originated from the sources. And the same thing, the sources of big data is a media, social, machine, and historical. So media side, and social media is like text, photos, videos, tweets. Media means is articles, podcast, audio, video, email, blogs, and so the machine means is a human by business process logs, sensors, phone cells, and historical side means is documents, forms, and records. So these are all stored in the database. So the database is called a big data. And three verses of big data is volume, velocity, and variety. So volume is a quantity, and velocity and velocity means is terabytes is defined by the terabytes, megabytes, petabytes is like this. Variety means which type of data should be stored. So the data should be stored in the way is uh, in the ways structured, unstructured, semi-structured data. So this is the variety of data. So the volume, velocity, and variety is called three verses of big data. And five verses of big data is a volume, velocity, variety, and veracity value. So this is the five verses of a big data. And small data versus big data. The small data means is a low volumes, batch velocities, and structured varieties. And big data means is into petatypes, volumes, real-time velocities, and multi-structured varieties. And the objects of big data is analyzing customer behavior and combining multiple data sources, improving customer services, generate additional revenue, be more responsible of the market. So this 5 one is the objectives of the big data. And this is the technologies of the big data: machine learning, simulation, time series, signal processing, natural language processing, crowdsourcing, data fusions, data integration, and a generic algorithm. These are all the technologies of big data. These techniques will be provided in the big data. So the workflow of the big data is 100% is editable. So big data is when you are stored in the database, we have to changes or edited to the big data. So the slides 100% of editable, adapted to your needed and captured your audience attention. And the slide 100% of 100% of editable, and the adapt into your needs to capture your attentions, audience attentions. So it's fully editable. And 4 phases of a big data is a deposit, discover, design, and a decide. Deposit means is a this is these all the slide, it's 100% of editable, adapt, it's used to need to the capture and your audience attention. So the 4 phases of big data is a deposit, discover, design, and design and decide. So it means the slide is always editable. You have to changes um, any corrections. And forms and types of big data is unstructured, structured, and semi-structured data. So unstructured data means is a database, data warehouse, and enterprises systems. Structured data means analog data, GPS tracking informations, audio video streams. And semi-structured data means XML, email, and ADI data is called the semi-structured data. So this is the data analytics process: data, information, insight, and design. So this is the data analytics process. So this very important one is the impact of the big data is a sports predictions, and easier communities, and smartphones, personalized advertising, presidential campaigns, and advanced healthcare. So this is the impacts of the big data. Thank you.